Good evening everybody and welcome to another Transformers review. This is Graham and tonight we are going to be reviewing Beast Wars 2 God Neptune, the gift set. Now then, these were only available as a gift set in Japan, and like I say, it's from Beast Wars 2, which was kind of like Beast Machines in a way, because for the most part it was the Maximals had Beast modes and the Decepticons or the Destrons or the Predacons, whatever you want to call them. They had mostly vehicle modes, apart from these and Gigastorm, I believe, who was a repaint of Trypticon. But it's just that they got he got reformatted into, well, might I say, a repaint of Trypticon, because he originally was a tank, I believe. Not quite sure about these guys, but I just know that, like I say, they were beasts and whatever. Right, there we go, that's the box. Some nice new artwork for him there. That's pretty cool. Now we go on to the back of the box, and that's just usual old gubbins. Then all the combined mode and whatever. Like it on the bottom of the box, it's got all the other toys that were out that year. Some really cool figures in that little lot. Anyway, that's enough about the box. Ready to view the toy, not the box. So we should crack on, and we'll start with this little fella. Now I don't know their Japanese names, but I'm just going to use their G1 names. Okay. So this is Scalor, and now then, I believe he transforms into some sort of piranha monster, because he looks like a piranha fish. He's got all these teeth going on at the front there. His little jaw does open, but it's really stiff because these were practically brand new when I bought them. Now then, he has got mostly silver and gold, kind of like a goldfish actually, but they've all got this motif. They're either like silver and gold or silver and sort of whitish mostly, and Snaptrap's kind of like silver and green. But they've all got the same sort of colour scheme, so at least when they're combined they don't look too out of place. Like I say, he's not too bad in this mode. Most of their monster modes aren't too bad, apart from Tentacle, which I'm not really a fan of. But yeah, right, so we're going to just transform this guy quickly. Now then, just flip the tail fin down at the top there. Fold this big tail part back, and unfortunately that does sort of hang at the back there, as usual. Right, let me pull his legs out. Oh, blimey, that's bloody tough, isn't it? Right, so we pulled that out anyway. Done itself. And like I say, these fins are really stiff, which is pretty good in a way, because at least they're nice stiff joints. Right, there we go. Let me pull his little hands out. Right, so now this robot mode, I don't mind too much. I mean, his feet obviously are a bit crap, aren't they? And like I say, he's got that giant tail hanging about at the back there. But for the most part, I don't mind this robot at all, really. I mean, he's got his big arms, which is always good for giving it some, isn't it? Anyway, I don't know if you can notice, he actually has stickers on this version. This is because I bought the Repro label set for this, which makes them look a hell of a lot better, because they do look really, really plain otherwise. Right, next up we have Overbite. Now then, I'm going to transform this guy quickly, just to make sure I've got enough time to transform them into their Gestalt mode. Now his little jaw opens. If you want to see a proper review of these, there's plenty of SEACONS reviews out there. I just thought I'd review this because you don't see too many of these reviews on it. Right, now then we fold the little fin down, and as usual this big tail part just hangs around the back and just looks kind of naff. And unfortunately I don't really like this robot mode. It's almost the same as Scalor's, but it just doesn't look as nice for some reason, and those legs just look shit. Anyway, that's Overbite for you. Right, anyway, we'll move on. Next up is Tentacle, probably my least favourite beast mode of all these. His legs move, his arms will sort of move, if you want them to. Don't really do a lot, unfortunately, he just looks sort of a bit menacing. I mean, he's got a cool face on him, I'll give him that. But I think in this cartoon, in Beast Wars 2, I think this was supposed to be a woman, but I don't really care because I've already watched it or nothing. Anyway, right, let's transform this into robot. Pull all that up, and then flip out the feet. Spin that around till it clicks into place, and then all this feet gubbins just hangs around the back. I mean, it is not too bad, it doesn't stick out too bad, but you know, at the end of the day, it's still fucking sticking out, isn't it? Anyway, then we flip these little tentacles back if you want to, you don't have to. But his robot mode isn't too bad. I mean, it's definitely not the worst one out of the lot. Yeah, it don't look too bad. Anyway, right, that's it. We'll pop him down there. Now then, we'll move on. And now then, this is Sea-Wing. He doesn't look too bad. I mean, at the end of the day, it sort of just floats about, really. He don't really do a lot, unfortunately. Now then, unfortunately these didn't come with none of their weapons at all, so you can't turn them into the little target masters that you can with the proper SEACONs, or even the Collectors Club reissue of these SEACONs, because they look pretty good actually. I like the colour scheme of those. I've seen a good review of those, and so I'm going to try and get them, but I don't think I'm going to be able to afford to, because I've got to try and pay for me and my girlfriend to go on holiday next year, so that might have to come first, I think. Anyway, right, to transform this guy, just flip these wings back, pull the little feet out, spin them round to that position, and then pull them again. If I can, there we go, without ruining the stickers, because I don't want to fuck them up. That's it, pull them again, and that forms his feet. He's probably got the worst feet out of the whole lot, to be honest, because they just look stupid. And he hasn't got a great robot mode either. I mean, I don't know, I'm not a big fan of them. I mean, they don't look too bad, but I mean, look at this one. He's just got all this shit hanging around the back. I mean, I don't know. Still, there you go. But then again, like I said, they're modelled after Generation 1, so what can you do? Alright, so that's him. And we're going to move on again to Snaptrap. Now, he doesn't look bad at all. I mean, he's got the pom-pom cannons, which still work, which is always good. Right, other than that, I mean, his jaw does open, I believe. Yeah, there we go. Right, we're going to transform him quickly. Let's road mate, take that off. Flip these feet. Oh, if I can do it. There we go. Flip these feet and they go into that position. And we're going on this side. Flip that up till there. Now then, what happens next? We pull his legs out and around. I'm not going to pull out the little stabiliser bits at the back of his legs, because I'll just have to flip them back again. Anyway, we flip out his little arms, like so, and it pushes his little hands out. And again, it does that. Now then, we flip his little finger round, and now then, there we go. He doesn't look too bad. He is definitely the best one, but then, like I say, with all the team leaders, they always look better, don't they? Right, so that's him. You can put, the only weapon that they came with in this set was the sword, so you can shove that in his hand if you want. Though I do have a little gun that I managed to get off eBay, which is Snaptrap's gun, so he can hold that, can't he? There we go. Anyway, I'm going to try and get some of the other weapons off eBay, just to give him some weapons, but if I ever get around to it, I don't know. Right, we're going to take this guy to God Neptune very quickly. I can't remember how we do this. Why is he not going around there? There we go, that's it. Right, we're going to fold these arms in. Like so. Spin that all the way around to the back. Flip the legs out into that position. And that's it, yeah, there we go. We're going to put his little chest shield on now, wherever the hell I've done with it. That's it, and we just simply flip this up into that position like that. I like this one. They've given these like a browny bronze colour. They're not actually metal colour, but well, when I say metal, they're not like chromed or nothing. They're just sort of bronze browny colour, which don't look too bad really. It gives them that sort of rusty feel, like a ship that's been at the bottom of the ocean for 200 years or something. Anyway, that's him. Right, I'm going to put his head on last. Right, so that's him. We're going to put him aside and we're just going to transform the little limbs. This is Sea-Wing. Simple. Push his little feet up. And that's him virtually done. And then we just have to put the little foot plate at the bottom of him there. There it goes in. He is done. And then we're going to do Tentacle. Fold his little arms in, push his feet up, and that's him done. Right, and then we put the little foot plate at the bottom of him, and now that's one foot and another foot done. Now then we're going to connect these up. We're going to put Tentacle in this one. Head fits in, usual old way. Put his arm, make sure his arm's out of the way. Right, there we go. That one's going in there. It doesn't want to, but it's going to go in there. Come on, you bastard, go in there. There we go. Right, now then, he can stand up over there for a minute. Now then, we're going to do Scalor. There we go. Flip that round. We're going to keep his arms like that. And like that. Now then, we're going to have him on this one. So we're going to put that little fist into that hole. He is going to connect onto God Neptune in that position, like so. Then we're going to do the same with Overbite. I like to flip this out like that. It gives him a bit of a extra menacing. Now then, what we're going to do with these arms, fold them up to that position. Put a little fist in. Now normally in the old set he would have formed a gun usually, so it's a bit strange for him to form an arm. Anyway, he goes in like that. I put the little head on, which has now been chromed, all gold on top and silver faceplate. Now he doesn't look too bad at all. Now then, he will hold the sword quite happily in one of these little hands. If I can get it in there. There we go. Now we're doing for time. I'd better wrap this review up there, I think, because I'm probably out of time. Anyway, I hope you like this review. And this has been Graham, and see you next time.